All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ourselves set up here for day number 2 of the Lacrosse Volleyball Invitational, coming to you live again from the University of Wisconsin Lacrosse. Teams are on the floor warming up here, going through their hitting lines. Simpson College is our opponent this morning. They are doing their hitting initially here. We did not have any blockers up, and we were getting shelled in the corner over here, but we've kind of resolved that a little bit here. We have the Cougars are on the floor blocking for us a little bit, so hopefully we don't get hit here. Looks like a really nice day here in Lacrosse. Sun is out. It wasn't this morning. It was a little foggy. It looked like it was going to rain. I did not look at the forecast, but the sun is out when I look outside here. They did have all the doors open, so trying to keep the facility a little cooler. There's an extra court that is in play today, and I think there is going to be a lot of people in here, and the seating is going to be very limited. They now have had to fold up the bleachers on both sides. There's only about 6 rows on either side that are available for anyone to actually sit and spectate here. So I like the facility, but I'm not a fan of the seating arrangements here. So we'll do what we can. You're going to have this corner view again. We're going to stay here for the entire match, and you're going to get the same view for match number 3 when we take on the host school. We will be on court 2. And, we're still getting shelled here. Sorry. I think if you went and stood on the other side and tried to hit the camera, I couldn't do it. But, of course, when you're trying to avoid it, that's exactly what happens. So, anyway, that's it. We got a minute left here. And we're going to wheel out on the floor when we are sure that we're clear of warm-ups. 2 matches today. We play, of course, at 11.
At this time, I would like to recognize that the University of Wisconsin Lacrosse occupies the land of the whole children football. Please help us in celebrating and honoring this ancestral Woodchuck land and the sacred lands of all indigenous people.
All right, we'll let you
We ask you to please rise.
We'll let you listen to the national anthem here. All right, volleyball fans, we are ready to go here. And we will wheel you out into position here. All right, we'll try and get you a good view here. I know it isn't ideal. I want to stay away from that scoreboard a little bit there. Let's see. That should be pretty good. We are, when I say we are talking about the University of Minnesota Morris Cougar volleyball team. They are taking on Simpson College. I believe they are located in Indianola, Iowa. I feel like we played them once before. I think 2 years ago at the Central College tournament in Pella, Iowa. Pretty sure we've seen them there. They have a record of 3-7. Cougars are 6-3 coming into this match. Out on the floor, we have Nash, Jones, Molstead, Brunn, Wellbrock, and Newton as the officials check the lineups on the floor. Cougars are in maroon jerseys. The libero Brunn is in white. Simpson is in their yellow jerseys. And the libero in black. And we are ready to go. Volleyball fans, welcome to La Crosse, Wisconsin. The ball put in the air here. Wellbrock there to take the first contact, and Brunn running right over into the broadcast position here as you see them run back to the huddle. Good serve to start things out here. That is number 23, Reagan Shelgren for the Storm as she continues at the stripe here. This one goes right back to Wellbrock. Newton has to get a fist on this one, and early on here, Shelgren with a strong serve for the Storm, setting the Cougars back early, 2-0. See if we can break this run here, and Wellbrock has to go after this one, and it looked like that might be headed out, but too close to call out of the 5. So Shelgren setting the Cougars back here just a little bit. Brunn will take this one. Newton, quick into Jones. And that is the first point of the morning for your Cougars. It is morning, I have to remember that. Already feels like afternoon, given how late we were here last night. Pretty early wake-up call for the girls, but they are set. And Sid Eckhoff at the line here, the right-hander, puts it over, picked up here by Simpson. They're going to go with a left side attack up off the block. Nicely picked up there by Eckhoff. Unfortunately, the overpass is put down on the floor. 4-1 early lead here for Simpson. Once again, we cannot see the scoreboard, so we're going to rely on some hand signals from some of our crew here today. We'll talk about them later. We got a really nice crew helping out today on the broadcast. Pushed over to the left pin here, and a sharp attack. I believe that is number 26, Emily Williams. And it is 5-1 Simpson. Cougars looking to get into a groove here yet. At the line, Jada Schmidt. Right-hander puts it over. Wellbrock has to drop. Do we need to get this one? The bump set over to Nash. Block sends it back. We'll reload here and try it again. 3 ball sent over the libero there to pick this up for Simpson. The roll shot. Wellbrock's there. Newton quick to Jones. Simpson picks this up. Brunn. Newton left pin and swatted over by Nash. It's chaotic play on the court right now with a right pin tip up over the block for Simpson, and that was Courtney Paxton. For the Storm, it is 6-1. And the Cougars looking to get going here yet. Wellbrock there to take this one. Newton goes to the left side. Nash swings this over, picked up by Simpson. They go left pin, and the block sends it back. Unfortunately, it's wide to the right. And, 7-1 here. Cougars got to get out of this pickle real soon. Jada Schmidt continues at the stripe here, and Wellbrock lets this one go. It's about 3 feet long. So that run is over. 2 serving 7. We are the visitors. And again, that scoreboard that you can see is not our scoreboard, so don't look at that. Nash at the service stripe here, and Long out of the 1. Some substitutions for the Storm. Can't see who the server is right now, so in any event, here it comes, and it's out. Just missing that corner, looking for a spot in the 1. Substitutions here for the Cougars. A little bit of confusion about who's going in for who, but anyhow, Maggie Jones will be at the service stripe for the Cougars. The right-hander puts it in play, and on the line. That looked good from here. Great serve, Maggie Jones. Four serving 8. Cougars looking to close this gap here. Set number 1. Jones looking for the same spot there, and this one goes wide. Looking for line there down the 5 zone. Substitutions for the Storm. Kylie McVeigh into the match to serve. Wellbrock there to take this one. Newton quick into Shaler, sends this over, but picked up by the defense. And a tip roll shot over the block. Wellbrock unable to get to it. That is a point for the Storm. McVeigh will continue at the stripe. 10 serving 4. Cougars still looking to get into a groove here. Shaler. Block got a little piece of that, but into the middle. And the Cougars get a hand on that, but it falls in behind the block. Another point for the Storm, and they are a team that plays with some pace. They are ready to go. Zembeck here with the pickup. Over to Wellbrock. Nice attack there for Laura Wellbrock on that left pin. And it will be 5 serving 11 as Newton, the West Fargo native, will come over to the service stripe. Early going, first set here. Newton sends it over, and we got hands up, and we must have another ball rolling into the court here. Most of these tournaments, they have some ball boys or somebody tending to things back and forth. That is not the case here, so it's everybody for themselves. Newton will try it again here. Put over, picked up here. Oh, it looked like they're going to run the slide. They go to the left side instead. Zembeck gets a fist on this one. Wellbrock the roll shot to send it over. Trouble getting this. Let's see if they can recover. Yes, they do. Run there. Newton back set. Molstead. And, that is called out. So she did tool the block there. And the ball was sitting up the ref stand. Yeah, he jokes with the crowd here. That's good to see a little humor. You got to have fun. That's why we're here, right? 6 serving 11. Newton sends it over. Try to get some of the names for the Storm here. The on-2 unsuccessful for Simpson. Wellbrock tips that over. It's not always about the power. It's about the right location on the court. And Wellbrock finds it there. Newton will continue at the service stripe here. Right into the block is that middle attack. That was Lauren Roman. She encounters a strong Cougar block, and that one sent right back. I think I'm running a little hot on the audio here, so I'm going to bring that down just a little bit. Hopefully that is better for you. Don't want to blow your ears out. I'll get the score for you here momentarily. Over to the left pin for Simpson. Skims off the tape. Picked up nicely by the Cougars here. Over to Wellbrock. Same thing off the tape. And that, I believe, is out and called as such. So Newton got a nice run going here. 9 serving 11. Cougars have worked their way out of their early funk and have themselves back into the set here as Newton sends a nice serve over. Big swing from the left pin there. I almost didn't think that got touched on our side, but apparently it did. Brunn sends it over to Molstead through the block, and they're going to bring this one back. You get a nice attack out of it, actually. Newton sends it over, and scrambling on the Simpson side, it is 10 serving 11. Newton, a nice run here. We'll just give you a little look at her serve. I don't want to nauseate you, but we'll let you look once in a while at the players as they serve. Again, they fake that slide and a really nice left side line shot there for Simpson. I did not get a number on who that was. It's going to take me at least one set to get some of their names down. So apologize for that. If any of you are tuning in from Indianola, I'm guessing we don't have anyone from Simpson listening, but we will attempt to get some of their names right. Brunn here to pick this one up. Newton over to the left side. Wellbrock. Oh, nice attack for Wellbrock. Down the line, 11 serving 12. She earns her way to the service stripe. The right-hander out of Northfield. I'll let you have a look at her serving here. Pushed over to the left side here for Simpson. Brunn with a nice pickup. Over to Molstead. Point Cougars, tools the block again. She's good at that shot. All knotted at 12. So the Cougars have erased the early deficit, and they are back in the set. Nice to see as Wellbrock continues at the service stripe here. Almost a joust there, and we got a player rolling for the Storm. She's up and okay, and that caused chaos on the Simpson side. And that will be a point for the Cougars. So 13 serving 12. Again, don't look at that scoreboard that's in the frame. That is not ours. Too bad that it is not. And a nice attack here for the Storm goes off the Cougar block. That's going to bring the libero. Oh, there's going to be a little bit of a harder name. Boy, I don't know. Galif, I'm not sure. That's not simple for me to say, so we'll work on that one. The serve is long by about 3 feet, so it's going to come right back to the Cougars here. Ava Brunn, the libero for your Morris Cougars, will put the ball into play from the left side here, and a little trouble handling this one on the Simpson side. Point Cougars. Brunn will continue from the line here. Right-hander, oh, what a serve. It did not touch the tape, but boy, did that fall as it came over. I think it's 15, 16, serving 13. Nice run for the Cougars here to not only get back in the set, but to get a nice lead here. Left side, up off the block. Wellbrock there to cover. Newton, quick, Jones, middle. Trouble. They're going to get it back. A high free ball here in the Mitchell Center. Pushed over to Nash, and she tools the block. And the Cougars are awake here. And that is a timeout, and we need to get a drink of water already. So we will let you listen to and kind of watch the teams here. We'll be back with you in a few moments. All right, we're back with you here. Abby Higley's folks just walked in. You got a nice representation here for the Cougar faithful. Ava Brunn stands at the service stripe. I'll let you look in at that. He prefers the far left position there for the serve. Right-hander puts it over. Left side, up off the block. Brunn, a great dig there. Over to Nash. Block gets a piece of it, but the Cougars send it back over quickly into the middle. The tip over to Molstead. She's got a spot, gets through the block, but the defense is there to pick this one up. Rolled over by Simpson. And the hand signals get harder to read when the score gets higher. 17-14 in favor of the Cougars. And this is Grace. No, I'm sorry, that's not right. It is Reagan Shelgren at the service line for the Storm. Puts it in play here. Wellbrock there to pick it up. Newton the back set over to Molstead. Down. Nicely done. Anna Molstead. What a swing. Got that through the block. Fast right side offense there for the Cougars is successful. As Sydney Eckhoff comes into the match, and she will be at the service line here. The Henning product. We'll let you have a look at her serve. Well done. Middle attack, up off the block. Not a whole lot you could do with that. Pretty fast offense there for Simpson. Of course, that's the key with that middle. 18-15. Oh, I wish that was on the other end. Nothing we can do about that. Jada Schmidt for the Storm will continue at the service stripe here. Puts it over. Wellbrock there to pick this one up. Newton out of the back row is Wellbrock. Defense there to pick it up. Libero with the bump set over to the left pin. Swung over. Wellbrock gets a fist on this one. Jones high in the air. Are we going to get this back? No, it goes over and out on the far side for the Cougars. Schmidt will continue at the stripe here. Simpson fighting back here in set number one. It's a little back and forth so far. Brunn. Newton quick to Jones, up over the block, but picked up behind. Right side, dropped in on the tip. Simpson finding a way to score here. And again, the hand signal's really hard to read. 18-16. Cougars still with a 2-point lead here. As Nash picks this up, goes back to her, tips it up over the block, but they send it back. She's forced to play defense on that one. Wellbrock sends this over into the basketball backboard, and Simpson unable to play that back. It is legal to play a ball that hits the ceiling, but it has to stay on your side. If it causes to go over, then it's called out. That's the rule on these ceiling shots, and that one did go up into the backboard. It does become hard to judge how it's going to come down out of there. Nash at the service stripe here. And the tip is sent back by Newton. Cougars are going to set up here. The slide, first time we've seen that, and it works. Maggie Jones off to a great start here. That slide play was fantastic, and we are first to 20-16. Nash continues at the stripe here. The right-hander puts it over, and just long out of the sixth for Lydia Nash. And trying to get a number for you for Simpson here. Peyton Mitchell at the stripe. Puts it over. Brunn Wellbrock kind of from behind on that. I'm not sure who got that. A joust at the net, won by Simpson. (2018). Cougars need to stay on top of their game here if they're going to get this set. Schmidt continues. Brunn there, the overpass and the party ball. And that was coming right at us, but again, our crack staff here able to stop that one from causing any damage. And I just have to keep looking. 2019, perilous times here, and oh, nice. Oh, I thought that was out. I thought it was out. Zembeck lets it go, and it must have just caught that corner in the one. So we're all knotted up here, I believe, at 20. So that's perfect vision for our lead sponsor. Gives us a chance to mention them. The Dan Stein Alligator Crocodile and Varmint Removal Service of Prior Lake, Minnesota, sponsoring the broadcast today. Again, we are coming to you from the University of La Crosse Volleyball Invitational here. We're in Mitchell Hall Gymnasium. Beautiful day here on campus, and a beautiful campus here indeed in La Crosse. We got out last night and wandered around the downtown area. It was absolutely hopping crazy. All sorts of people out. That was kind of fun just to walk around and watch people. Had a good breakfast this morning at the hotel. Staying at the same team that the hotel is at the Hampton. So that was nice. Good experiences here so far in the whole city of La Crosse. All right, the team's coming back out on the floor here. Again, it's perfect vision here, 2020. Waiting for someone to take control of this set. Schmidt continuing at the stripe for the Storm. Over to Wellbrock. The roll shot over, picked up there by the defense. Quick into the middle. Block sends it back. Jones and Wellbrock teaming up, making sure that one goes down. And it does. Maggie Jones at the stripe for the Cougars. Sends it over, and the libero at the last second lets that one go. I just am baffled on how to say her name. We're going to have to work on that. Coming to the stripe, McVeigh for the Storm. Right-hander puts it over. Zembeck there to get it. Newton, quick into Tori Shaler, and that one straight down to the floor for the Cougars. 21-21. It's blackjack here. Who's going to take this thing? Back and forth. Storm starting off with a lot of the initial momentum. The Cougars coming back really nice, and it's anybody's set here. Newton at the stripe. Trouble. They're going to get it over with a roll shot. Brunn there to pick it up. Quick over to Molstead on the right side. Defense gets this one up over to the left side. That one looks long. Again, we've got yellow lines on a yellowed wood court. We will try not to make any judgments here. We'll leave that to the line judges. 22 serving 21 here for the Cougars. Newton, the right-hander. Oh, and what a fantastic serve. And they're going to have to free ball this over. Zembeck is there. Opportunity for the Cougars. Swiped over by Shaler, but play continues here, and another free ball opportunity. What are we going to run here over to the left pin? Wellbrook high up off the block. Picked up in the back row. Sent over to the left side, and a strong attack there is put down for Simpson, and it is 23-22 Cougars here. We are deep in set number one. Who's going to take this thing? Rachel Hardwick at the line. Put over there. Zembeck quickly. Shaler pokes it over. Simpson sets up. They do the same thing. The tip from the middle, and I think we got a net. No, we don't have a net violation. Thought I heard a whistle. I guess we did not. Pushed over left pin. Swing high off the block. That was Jada Schmidt. And wow, we are locked in a tight battle here. 23 all and a timeout. And we're going to step away for just 1 second. Again, coming to you live from La Crosse, Wisconsin. It's the La Crosse Invite. All right, we are back here, really crowded into the corner here. We got teams coming up for the next match already coming into this corner of the court, so I hope that you're probably going to hear a little extraneous noise here from that. We're going to try to maintain our spot here. There is really tight conditions, and again, we've added a third court today. Now we'll just swing over so you can see that there's one, there's two, and the third way over on the far side there. So a lot of people going to be starting to pack in here to Mitchell Hall. Well, we got to get this set here. That's what needs to happen for the Cougars. Rachel Hardwick continues at the stripe. Wellbrock sends this one up. Brunn is going to bring it back into the court of play. Wellbrock the free ball over. Almost skims the net there. Again, this play and that called out. Called out, and I think that's right. It was really close. The ball was spinning like a curve ball coming right at us there, and I think it just did not catch the line, I should say. Wellbrock at the stripe for the Cougars. Serving set point here. Can we finish this off? Block is there and pushed over by Molstead. Over to the left side for Simpson, and that does not get over, and that will take care of set number one. And we're going to take a break here, and we'll let you listen to the sounds of the game. And we will come back for set number two. It's University of Minnesota Morris Cougar volleyball on the Spoley Brock Sports Network, SBSN 08, the Ocho. All right, we're back with you, folks. Cougars back out on the floor, and we have switched sides, so your view will not be as good for the second set here, but we'll work through that. Voice is a little cracky today. I hope it hangs in there through both matches. I think we've got fall allergies in the air, too. A lot of people complaining of being a little stuffed up. It is that time of year with the goldenrod and all of the other things floating around, and it has been so dry until yesterday's rain in the area here. Officials getting everybody lined up, checking positions. The libero comes in for Simpson and doing the same on the Cougar side, and Brunn comes in for Shaler. And we are ready to go here in set number two. The Cougars winning set one 25-23. So after a very slow start, a nice comeback, and then it was just a battle to the end. It could have been anybody's set there. Zava Brunn is at the line for the Cougars, sends it over, picked up here by Schmidt. Goes back to her out of the back row. And point Cougars. I don't think that ever got over. Maybe. Either way, we got the point there. Brunn continues at the stripe here. Libero sends this back over. I'm still working on her name. Got a little bit of a guess now. Golliboff. I'm going to try that. I hope it's right. If anybody from Simpson is listening, you can correct me on that. Brunn continues 2-0, 2 serving 0 here. Second set. Cougars won the first. Oh, and a good serve there. Schmidt there to pick it up, and Jones pushes it back over. Golliboff there for the Storm. Cougars set up. Molsted's sharp attack. Golliboff there to pick this one up. Sent over by the Storm. Wellbrock out of the back row, high into the arena here. Picked up by the Storm and looking for a left side attack. Finds the net strings. And Brunn will continue. 3 serving 0, I think. I'm not looking. Good serve again. Schmidt there to pick this one up. Tipped over. Brunn there. Middle. Jones. Over to the left side for the Storm. Up off the block. And the Cougars get a hand on it. Newton sent to her back on that one with a pretty strong attack. Jada Schmidt will come to the line for the Storm. And we're sorting something out here. Oh, the towel is out. The first appearance of the towel for the Cougars. We're ready to go. Schmidt is ready. Sent over. Brunn there to pick this one up. Newton over to the left pin. Nash. Sharp attack. Finds its way through the block and down 4 serving 1 as Sid Eckhoff comes into the match. She will take the serve here. Good serve. Over into the 5 there. And a roll shot up over the block. Eckhoff there to pick this one up. Jones tips it up over the block from the left side, and that's into the net strings again. And the Cougars building a lead here in set number 2. I think it's 5-1 now. Eckhoff continues. Picked up here by the Storm. The back set, the slide. Cougars are going to cover it. It's going to come over on a free ball, though. An opportunity here for the Storm. The back set, tipped up, hangs on the tape for just a half a second, rolls onto the Storm side. 6 serving 1. Good start here for the Cougars as Eckhoff continues at the stripe. The Henning native, East Otter Tail County, sent over here. Good serve. And trouble with the connection there for the Storm. Wouldn't be surprised to see an early timeout for the Simpson Storm. And not seeing that right now. Eckhoff will continue at the service line. Short this time. Good serve again. The overpass. Cougars set up over to the left side. Nash. Simpson goes right side. Newton, again back to Nash. Wow, that one had some pace. Picked up well there by Simpson. The roll shot over to keep play alive. The back set, the slide for Jones. Block sends it back. Eckhoff. Jones again. And tried to tip it over, did the Simpson right side. That didn't work. 8-1? 8-1. 8-1, I think is right. Wow, good start. Sorry, easy for me to say. Good start for the Cougars in set number 2. And we'll stay with you on this one. Let's have a little look in to the Simpson huddle since they are on our side. We'll do that. And there you go. Match 1, day 2 lacrosse invite. We got a lot of teams active here. I think Stout is currently playing. Martin Luther is playing. And I cannot tell you who the other two teams are. They are on the opposite sides of the court. But nice mix of teams here from all over the upper Midwest. This is the last of these weekend tournaments for the Cougars. We do play a quad at the College of St. Benedict, the Bennies. That's coming. That is October 14th. So there will be one other tournament. I guess you could call that a tournament where we don't face conference opponents. Otherwise, the conference season starts Tuesday night in Morris. Finally, this team will be at home. As coming out of the timeout, Jones and Newton team up on a great block. 9-1, 9 serving 1. And Eckhoff continues at the line here. Had a really nice service run here. If you can keep this going, it will be good for the Cougars. Nash sends the overpass back over to the left pin. Eckhoff there. Wellbrook, the bump set. Nash sends it over. Left side attack, and that ends a fantastic service run for Sydney Eckhoff. As Peyton Mitchell will come to the line for the Storm. 2, serving 9 when the ball rolls back over here again. No ball tenders here. So you have to chase your own down, and this is sent over. Good serve here. The slide again for Jones. The connection not made, but she does get the ball over. And that rolls down onto the Simpson side. So that's going to bring Mary Kate Zembeck to the line. 10 serving 2. Cougars in control of set number 2. Let's keep it going here. Mary Kate Zembeck, the Victoria native. And that one just long. Looking for another nice service run for the Cougars. It's so nice to build up points that way when you can get on a little roll and get 5 or 6 at a crack instead of this back and forth, which can be really hard to keep any momentum going when it's side out, side out, side out. So we'll see how that goes. Simpson puts the ball into play here. The bump set from Eckhoff. Wellbrook sends this over. Simpson sets up here. Looks like a double. It's not called. And that was Emily Williams from Malvern, Iowa, first year. McVeigh at the stripe. Sent over. Zembeck there. Jones, quick from the right side, sent back by the Storm. Wellbrook sends it over. Storm sets up, middle, tipped over. Brunn there. Newton, Jones will set up again. Trouble, and they're going to free ball this over. Eckhoff right there to get this one. The slide again. Jones, they get it up this time. The roll shot over here. Wellbrook covers this one. Longest rally of the match. Newton tried the on two. It doesn't work. Eckhoff's there. We're still going. Over to Wellbrook. The roll shot up and over. Picked up by the Storm. Over the left side. Down. Out. Wow. What a rally. What a rally for both teams. Some fantastic defensive plays made on both sides. The Storm get the point here as McVeigh continues from the stripe. Brunn there to pick this one up. Newton. Zembeck. Wow, nice swing there for Zembeck. The libero for Simpson not able to handle that. Madeline Monaco, the Milwaukee product, in to serve for the Cougars. Monaco sends this. Oh, that's a good serve. Almost skims the tape there. The slide for Simpson. Cougars not fooled. Wellbrook up and over the block. All the way over to the left pin. And the block again. Shaler. Newton. It's a Cougar block party. And I'll get you a score here. 12 serving 5. 12 serving 5 for Monaco as she continues from the service position here. And another good one Tipped up over the block. Zembeck there to get it. Newton tries pushing this over into the 5. That doesn't work. Left side attack here. Zembeck sends this over. The Storm will set up, and there's a joust at the net of sorts. It is won by the Cougars. Again, they maintain control here. 13 serving 5. I thought it was 14, but whatever. Picked up here by the Storm. Free ball does not get over. It goes into the net strings. And 14-5. 14 serving 5 for Monaco. Got a good service run going here. And unfortunately, as I say that, that one sails long, looking for a spot in the 5. I should not say that anymore until the service run is over. But nevertheless, a great run there for Monaco. And that's going to bring Rachel Hardwick to the line for the Storm from Allen, Texas. He's a senior. Sent over there. Wellbrook there to pick this one. Goes back to her, and she takes a sharp swing at that one. Nice attack. Unfortunately, about 1 foot long out of the 5. Hardwick will continue. Sent over. Wellbrook there to pick this one up. Newton back to Wellbrook. Up over the block. Picked up by the Storm over the left side, and a sharp attack there for Schmidt, I believe. She from Ankeny, Iowa. That is a big Des Moines suburb on the north side of Des Moines. This sent over, picked up by Wellbrook. Over to Zembeck, right into the block. And that comes back at the Cougars. So the Storm making a couple of nice plays here. 9 serving 14. 9 serving 14 for Hardwick, who's got a good run going. We'll try to jinx them a little bit. The bump set here for Newton, sent over on the roll shot by Zembeck and into the middle and tooling the block there. 14-6, I think. 14-6. And we got a timeout. We'll try and have a look in at the Cougar bench here for you. All right, there you go. And we got all sorts of players in the corner here. We'll have to get out of the way a little bit and let them get past. If you're just joining us, this is day number 2, match number 1 for the Cougars. They fought back valiantly last night and ended up dropping a 5-set match. Started by dropping the first 2 sets, looking for the reverse sweep, and unable to make that happen against Augsburg, but it was really nice to see the team fight back from being down 0-2, which can be mentally really difficult to do. It's a little different if you each win one. Then it's sort of back to neutral, and the last 3 sets will be played out pretty evenly. But when you go down 0-2, that's kind of a hard thing to do. So kudos to the Cougars for fighting back from an 0-2 deficit, falling short in the 5th set last night. 2 matches today, this one and the host school at 3 o'clock. So we got a little break in between, which is probably good. Get a little rest as we're back out of the timeout, and Hardwick puts the ball into play here, and Eckhoff backs away from it. Well done. Coming out of that timeout is a point for the Cougars, and it is 15 serving 10 for the Cheyenne High School product. Mackenzie Newton puts the serve over here. The Storm picks this up. They go over to the left pin. That's Schmidt up high, up over the ball, but the Cougars pick this one up. Brunn sends it over. That may have been out, but we will take the pickup there for the Storm. Schmidt continues from that left side. Strong attacker there. Picked up by Hardwick. Back over to Schmidt again. This time the off-speed tip. And that finds the floor off of Newton. So 11 serving 15 for Gollyboff. I hope I'm saying that right. I have no idea. I'm sorry for that. If anyone can correct me, I will gladly take that. As the free ball comes over from Newton here. And quick into the middle is successful for Peyton Mitchell. Gollyboff will continue here, or get to the service stripe, I guess I should say, for the Storm. Shaler quick into the middle, and that goes off the defense, and the serve comes right back to the Cougars, so that's good. That's what you want to see, is get the momentum back on our side and keep it rolling here. Wellbrock going to come to the service line for the Morris Cougars. 16 serving 12. Set number 2. Cougars took the first set. Gollyboff there to pick this one up. Quick into the middle, swatted over. The Cougars have trouble covering it. Not going to be able to get this back over. And substitutions coming in here for the Storm. The ball having rolled over to our left. Again, no one chasing those down here, so the players have to do that themselves. 13 serving 16. So they're eating into the Cougar lead here just a little bit. As this is a good serve, but picked up nicely by Brunn here over to Shaler, and she swats that off of the block. Point Cougars. Brunn to the service line. Libero for the Cougars sends this over. Her counterpart picks it up over to the right side here. That was Schmidt. The block sends it back. They'll reload here, will the Storm. Wellbrock over to Molstead. Good swing. Good defense to get that one back over, but another free ball opportunity here for the Cougars. Up off the block for Nash. They're scrambling again, and again they get this over. Another crazy rally here with a lot of great defensive plays on both sides. Gollyboff there to pick this one up. Jones in the middle. Finishes that off for the Cougars. 18 serving 13. Brunn. And, I think that was going to sail out. We'll take it. Pushed over here by the Storm. Looking to tool is Molstead. And she accomplishes that. Nice shot there to adjust. Push that off the block. All you got to do is get a touch on that side. It's not a power play, but it's a point nonetheless. And we're going to step away for just a moment during the timeout here, and we'll be right back with you. You are listening to University of Minnesota Morris Cougar Volleyball on the Spolybrock Sports Network, SBS 108 The Ocho.
And then we'll put back on our court.
All right, teams coming back on the court out of the timeout. We're trying to do hand signals here. I am too slow to pick up on those. We thank our crack staff here again for the assistance with that. And that one's pushed over by the Cougars on their first to 20 here. 20 serving 13 for Ava Brunn. The right-hander from Lake City sends over a nice serve, picked up by Schmidt here. Quick into the middle, and that is Peyton Mitchell. Schmidt will come back to the service line for the Storm. Indianola, Iowa. I'm pretty sure is where Simpson is. Sent over, Brunn there to pick this one up. Jones tips it up over the block. Storm sets up here, the bump set over to the left pin. Newton there. Molstead saves this. Jones the free ball over. Storm sets up, right side. Sharp cross-court attack, and Brunn diving after that one. Nice attack there for Simpson. They close the gap a bit. 15, serving 20, set number 2. Cougars got the first set. Schmidt continues at the stripe. Wellbrock ducks her head, lets it go over and out on the service error as substitutions for the Storm here. Audrey Behrens, the Omaha, Nebraska native, comes into the match for the Storm. Eckhoff at the stripe, and they let this go, and that's about a foot long. Good looking serve, but just sailed a little bit on Sib. So it's 16 serving 21. Teams kind of exchanging points here for the last 5 or 6 points. Good serve there, but picked up by Wellbrock over to the left pin. Nash. Point Cougars, again, that tool. Very effective, although she swung hard at that, so it wasn't a swipe by any stretch. It was a hard shot off the block. Zembeck at the line for the Cougars. Golliboff there to pick this one up. A quick there, doesn't work. Cougars are there. The back set, well, it was Newton trying a KG on too, but it doesn't work. And now we've got an illegal back row attack called. I did not see who they called it on. The Cougars are looking for an explanation here. It could be the libero setting the ball over the 10-foot line. It could be a back row player that was on the line. We're not sure. We have no instant replay, or I would look at it and show it to you, but we don't have that capability here. So play will go on here as Simpson puts the ball into play. Newton has to save this one. The roll shot comes over, and nice one-handed save there for the Storm. Jones sends this over. Simpson up over the block. Zembeck gets a hand on it. Unable to save it. And we'll get you the score here momentarily. We are really cramped in the corner here, so I can't dip out too much. 18 serving 22. And this is McVeigh at the stripe for Simpson. Right-hander sends it, but it catches the tape. And the Cougars are 2 points away from a set 2 victory here. 23-18. Madeline Monaco at the line had a great service run earlier. I hope that doesn't jinx her here. And she puts a nice one over, and the defense backs away as it floats just out. I got to stop saying anything about anyone serving because it is not helping the Cougars right now. So I will work on that. As we have substitutions here, Rachel Hardwick coming into the match. She will take the serve for the Storm. And the right-hander surveys the court. Waiting for the go signal. They're checking something at the scorer's desk. Now we're ready. Hardwick sends it. Zembeck. Newton. Wellbrock. Tools. Point. Cougars. It's set point for your University of Minnesota Morris Cougars. Mackenzie Newton, the West Fargo product, at the line. And, I wonder if that wouldn't have floated out. And it doesn't matter. That's a victory in set number 2 for your University of Minnesota Morris Cougars. We're going to step away for a bit here during the set break. We'll let you have a look at the teams as they exchange sides here. And we'll be back with you shortly. You're listening to University of Minnesota Morris Cougar Volleyball on the Spoley Brock Sports Network, SBS 108. All right, we are back. Get your view straightened out here. Something like that. We are ready for set number 3. The Cougars taking sets 1 and 2. I think it was 25-23 and maybe 25-18. I don't know. Did not look at the second set score. They don't put them up on the board here. Again, don't look at that scoreboard to your upper left. That's not us. I wish it was 20-6. That was us. But anyway, we're ready to go here. Set number 3. Can we finish this thing and do the sweep? Get the brooms out. Over to Nash. He finds a spot in the line there, and I don't know if that was going to be in or not. It doesn't matter as Simpson went after that one. So we get the point. We get the first point of set number 3. And probably tighten that view up just a little bit for you right there. That should be a little better. Sid Eckhoff at the line, sends it. Gullyboff there to pick it up. Over to the right side, block, sent back Nash. Quick to Jones, the connection not made there for the Cougars. So 1-1. Schmidt at the line for the Storm. The right-hander sends it. Brunn there to pick this one up. Newton quick to Jones. Again, almost no connection made there, but Jones does get a left hand on that to get it back over. Left pin attack is sent back by the block, but it's wide. 2 serving 1 here for the Storm. Schmidt will continue at the line. Picked up by Brunn. Newton the bump set. Over to Nash. Roll shot up and over. Schmidt there to pick it up. Right side attack and block sends it back, but the party ball is put right down to the floor, and it's 3-1. The scenario we were hoping to avoid here is Simpson getting up in this third set, hoping the Cougars can make a statement. And wow, that one had to be 15 feet long. Just got under the ball there, did the Simpson server. So this one's going to come back over to the Cougars, and Mary Kate Zembeck earns her way to the service stripe here. And the right-hander will put the ball into play. Oh, short serve. Well done. Pushed over to the left pin. Comes right at us, and it is wide because of that. So the Cougars right back, tying things up at 3. Zembeck will continue at the line. Sent over. Gullyboff there to pick it up. The overpass. But play continues here. Newton quick to Jones again. Poked over. Newton sends it. Simpson right there to put it back. Over to Wellbrock on the left side. And that ruled, well, either it came back or was never made it over in the first place. Doesn't really matter. As the serve goes over to Simpson. I think it's now 4 serving 3. And Brunn there to pick this one up. Wellbrock. The bump set over to Jones, who free balls this over. Schmidt's there. Middle. And Simpson clicking here. 5-3. We are in the third set. Cougars looking for the sweep. Simpson looking to extend the match. Sent over here by Simpson. And a middle attack. Rolls off and out of the defense. It is 4 serving 5. Monaco comes in. Again, the ball just rolling around back here, and she has to run back and retrieve that. She also prefers a left side serve. Sent over. Schmidt there to pick it up over to the left pin, and that squarely hits the antenna. You can see it shaking there. That is out. Of course, the antenna is considered out of bounds if you come anywhere to actually make contact with it. Monaco sends over a good serve here. Schmidt there to pick it up. Out of the back row. The block right there. Wellbrock and Shaler teaming up. over to the left pin. Monaco and a joust at the net. I feel like somebody was in the net. And it was the Cougars in the net. I can't tell from here. That's really hard judgment to make from the vantage point that we have here. Yeah, a little uncertainty there. In any event, it's 6 serving 5 for Hardwick. No, that's McVeigh, I'm sorry. And Eckhoff diving into the team bench here for the Cougars to try to bring that one back. And as we draw the match close, a little gap opens up again here for Simpson. McVeigh continues at the stripe. The right-hander sends it over. Newton. Wellbrock. Wow, right down to the floor. Very near the 10-foot line. Got up and over the top of that one very well. I'll let you have a look at Newton with the serve here. Try and let you see some of the players as they serve. I just don't want to nauseate the audience here, so we like to keep the camera pretty still. Left side attack and just touches the antenna. I could just see it moving there. The line judge right on top of that one. Point Cougars. Lucky sevens here in set number 3. Newton, good serve. Right on the line. And she's had some really nice service runs here, Mackenzie Newton. Oh, I did it again. Let's see if that can be broken here. 8 serving 7. And this is a good one. Schmidt there to pick it up. The bump set over to the left pin and the block right there for the Cougars. Unfortunately, that one skips off. We talk about what a difficult skill blocking is. So many things have to come together. You have to be in the right position. You have to go up at the right time. You have to press over the net and turn your hands at the end to keep the ball in play. Lots of moving parts in a block. 8-8, Newton, Wellbrock off the block. They got a touch on that. Hard to see those from this angle as well. Much easier to see a block if you were looking directly from the end elevated above the court. Then you can see these skipped shots. Wellbrock at the stripe. Good serve. Drops it in for the service. Ace. Tough place to put that in the 2 short. Cross court. Wellbrock continues. Again, the same spot here. This time McVeigh picks this one up. The attack by Schmidt goes into the net strings. I think the set just a little bit low there for the Storm. 11 serving 8. Cougars looking to close this thing out. Can we do it? McVeigh there to pick it up. Gollyboff into the middle. Schmidt sends it over. Cougars set up here. Brunn, the bump set over to Molstead. Up over the block. A net violation on the Storm. 12 serving 8 for Wellbrock. Come on, Cougars. Let's get a gap here in this set and hold it and get out of here with a sweep. That's what we're looking for. Wellbrock sends this over. Same spot again. McVeigh there to pick it up over the left side. And a double contact. The first one of those we've had today. I was not really looking at the set. Luckily, R1 was and calls it. And it's 13 serving 8. Wellbrock sends this over to the left side. And that one high. Oh, dropping down. Brunn, can she save this? It hits the backboard. 2 contacts with the ceiling on that play. The backside and the slide swatted over. Can we get this one? Molstead down the line. Oh, just out of the 5-6 seam. What a crazy play. That ball sat on top of the light troffer up here above us. Almost looked like it was going to stay there. Comes down. Well, what a crazy play that was. Shaler pokes this over for the Cougars. the free ball, an opportunity here. Wellbrook's there. Pushed over to the left pin. Nash up off the block, sent back and off the Cougar defense. And Simpson coming back here in set number 3. It is 10 serving 13. Cougars clinging to a 3-point lead here as Golliboff at the line puts it over. Wellbrook there to pick it up. Over to the left pin. Nash with a big swing, but that one doesn't clear the net. And our lead is vanishing. 11 serving 13. Golliboff at the line, the libero for the Storm. Put over Nash there to pick it up. Newton, back set. Molstead up off the tape, down. Diving players on the Simpson side, unable to bring that one back up. 14 serving 11. Brunn, oh, wow, what a rocket. Oh, it's just long. I thought that was going to catch the back line. She puts a lot of steam on those serves, does Brunn. 12 serving 14. Cougars looking to extend the lead here in the third set. Certainly would love to finish this thing in 3. Wellbrook there. Brunn. Lucky we didn't get a double call there. The bump set over to the left side. Schmidt on the attack. Oh, wow, close, out. Point Cougs. 15 serving 12. Eckhoff in for a Molstead. We'll get you a look here at Sid Eckhoff on the serve. Right at midcourt. And, oh, just wide. Just wide. The service error for the Cougars. Jada Schmidt at the line. 13 serving 15. Cougs maintaining a 2-point lead here. Sure would like to extend that. Oh, Brunn and Wellbrook almost running together on that one. Over to Nash. Cross court. Picked up by Golliboff. Over to the right side. Through the block. Wellbrook there to pick it up. Newton. Over to Nash, who pokes this over. Schmidt there to pick it up. All the way over to the left pin. Looking for a spot. Eckhoff backs away from it. Well done, Sid Eckhoff, to let that one go. 16 serving 13. Zembeck in for Nash. She will serve. 3-point lead here for the Cougs in set 3. Good serve. Beyond 2. Eckhoff there to save it. The bump set over to the left pin and a strong attack there for Emily Williams on that left pin. That one gets through the block. And 16-14, still just a 2-point lead. Cougs maintaining that, but not able to extend it as it's back and forth volleyball right now. The service error will take that. A little bit like a fumble in football or an interception at a bad time, right when you're trying to gain some momentum from the side out. A service error just stifles that on the spot. But we'll take it. Madeline Monaco looks over for service direction from Coach Susan Guth. Nice serve there. Shaler, the party ball is sent down into the donut. And a nice point for the Cougs. That elicits a timeout for the Simpson Storm, and we will step away momentarily here and join you in a minute on the Spoley Brock Sports Network, SBSN 08 The Ocho. All right, coming out of the timeout here, let's get a game reset for you. Cougars winning the first 2 sets, and they hold a 4-point lead in set number 3. Kind of held a 2 to 4-point lead the entire time. So that's nice. It's comfortable. I'd like to see it get to 6 or 8. Of course, you can always hope, right? Madeline Monaco with the serve, and that we will have to give to the Simpson coach, as a service error out of a timeout is always the hope of the timeout in the first place. And that makes it 18-15 in favor of the Cougars. And McVeigh at the service line for Simpson sends it over. And this one goes up again and touches that basketball backboard. Cougars do a good job of getting it back over here, though. The slide for Simpson. Eckhoff gets a fist on this one, but unable to bring it back, and back to that 2-point margin. 16 serving 18 for McVeigh. She, a hometown Indianola, right in the town of Simpson, where they are located, and her serve cross court looking for a spot deep in the 5 zone, drifts wide to our left, and that is 19 serving 16 here for Mackenzie Newton. The West Fargo product puts over a good serve. Golliboff there to pick it up. The bump set over to the left side, swung over. Brunn there to get it. Molstead through the block. Well done, Anna Molstead, with the court vision to see that space in the block. Nice fast set, allowing that right side attack to get through. And Newton at the stripe here continues. Cougars first to 2016. Out of the back row, Schmidt, big attack, but nicely picked up there by Newton. Over to Wellbrock on the left side, looking cross court, picked up there by the Storm. Newton, Zembeck, Wellbrock at the net, and that's a point for the Cougars. I could not tell what side that came down on. 21 serving 16. Come on, let's finish this thing in 3. Let's get the brooms out. That's the hope, as Newton sends over a short serve. Golliboff has to roll on the floor to get this one back, and we've got a net violation, I think, on Wellbrock there, if I saw the number correctly. And that makes it 17 serving 21 here, as Behrens, Audrey Behrens out of Omaha, Nebraska, comes in with the serve. The towel is out, as you can see. And we've belabored the point of us potentially being one of the sweatiest teams either in Division III or in the entire NCAA. We're not sure about that. It provides some good entertainment here. And it's also just a little bit of a break. A timeout without taking a timeout. And maybe the Cougars needed that catch your breath here and try to finish off set number 3. As Behrens continues at the line, 17 serving 21. Good serve. Zembeck there to get it, though. And, oh, Shaler, good job to get that one back over as Simpson sets up. And this one poked over by the Cougs, and it's just wide. Just wide. 21-18. Okay. It's crunch time here in set 3 as Behrens sends this one. Doesn't send it. It's a service ace. Catches the very corner of the 1. And hold on, folks. 19 serving 21 for Behrens. And Wellbrock there to pick this one up. Newton into Shaler. Pokes it over. Block sends it back. We'll try it again. Wellbrock has to bump this over. Over to the left side here. Wow. Well done there for Brunn to get that over. Wellbrock sends it back. They'll reload here. Will Simpson. Wellbrock there rolls out of the way. Over to Brunn. The roll shot over. Picked up by McVeigh. Sent over by Simpson. Hard to keep up with the action here. Lots going on the left pin. Nicely done to for Zembeck. She sends this over, and it's long. Oh, boy, look out. It is down to 1 point lead here. Barons at the stripe looking for a timeout. There it is. Coach Susan Guth has seen enough. And our big lead, if it was that, has evaporated. So we'll stay with you through this timeout. Try to will the Cougs to victory here in set number 3. We want to finish this thing off. We don't want to go to a fourth set. We want the sweep. The brooms are ready in the corner. We just need to finish it. 21-20 We'll see what they cook up in the timeout here for the Cougars. Winning sets 1 and 2. The third set always pivotal. You know, you feel like you have control of the match. But if you don't get that third set, then the other team grabs a little momentum and it can quickly turn the other way on you. So we want to avoid that altogether. And the way to do that is to get the 4 points here and wrap this thing up in 3. So coming out of the timeout here, we'll get your view back to the court as the competitors are back out, and we have the goal signal. There you go. Barons, Zembeck, Newton, left side Wellbrook, up, not over. Might have even hit the antenna. And it's blackjack point. I hate to say that. 21-21. Barons continues. What are we going to do to get her off the line? I think she's got 5 here. And that one, that helps. Barons ends a nice service run of at least 5. 22-21. Wellbrook to the stripe. Can we run 3 off? That's what we need. 3 points. Wellbrook sends it over. Picked up there by McVeigh. Pushed over to the left pin. Oh, and a sharp attack from Schmidt. Wow. That one coming with a lot of pace. And we are at 22-22 in the third set. Golliboff puts this in play. The back set, Molstead. Defense is there. The on 2. Cougars not fooled. Over to Nash. The roll shot. Schmidt there to get it. And the swipe not successful for Simpson. 23-22. Come on, Cougs. Ava Brunn at the stripe sends it over high into the arena here. Golliboff, the bump set over to the left side. Schmidt off the block. And we play on 23-23. Why do I see extra points here? I hope that doesn't happen. We just need 2. We just need 2 at the stripe. Reagan Shelgren. Come on, Cougs, get this done. Nash, Newton, Jones. Left side attack for Schmidt. Long, set point, match point for your Morris Cougars. And of course, the timeout called by Simpson. Will look in at their huddle. Not sure what else we can tell you here, so we'll just give you a recap, I guess, if you're just joining us. Cougars playing their first match of the day. On court 2, looks like teams are almost, well, they're not ready to go yet. That match must have gotten over really quickly on the other side. So the other teams are already out in their informal warm-up, so to say. Match has, it looks like 35 minutes before they can start there. So, of course, we're the first match of the day here, so things still on schedule. And they'll really be on schedule if we can finish off in this first match of the day. And Sid Eckhoff looking confident from the service line on the hook for the set. and the match. Eckhoff. Good serve. Gollybuff there to pick it up. Pushed over. Quick middle attack. Brunn there to get it, and it's wide left, and here we go. Volleyball's overtime. 24s. We switch to tennis scoring. It's deuce. Jada Schmidt at the line, surveys the right-hander, puts it in play. Wellbrock there to pick it up. Newton, the bump set. Over to Nash. Down, through the block and down, Lydia Nash. Well done. 25-24. Advantage, Cougars. Mary Kate Zembeck at the stripe. Sends it over. Simpson a little trouble handling it, but they get it over. Brunn the backside over to Wellbrock, looking to finish this thing, and there it is. Falls into the donut. And the Cougars victorious here with the sweep. As you see the team come out on the floor. We'll give you a little look in here. And then we're going to get off the air pretty quick, get the batteries charging. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. We'll let you watch celebration lines here. As the Cougars celebrating a 3-set sweep of the Simpson Storm here in match number 1 of day 2. And the thumbs up from Jim Jones. We like to see that. All smiles all around here for the Cougars, and we're going to certainly have to get off the court. So I think we're going to wrap up here from the Mitchell Hall Gymnasium. It's the UW Lacrosse Volleyball Invitational. And your University of Minnesota Morris Cougars start the day with a sweep of the Simpson Storm. We're getting thumbs up from everybody as they come through here. We are scheduled to be on again at 3 o'clock. So look for that. I will try to schedule another live stream, and hopefully my voice holds out for one more match here, and the Cougars can be successful in that last match of the tournament. So, to thank our scoring assistants here, Becky providing the scoring for you because I cannot see the scoreboard. I'd like to thank the other folks for assisting us getting set up today. We had a good setup so far, and thank you for tuning in to the match here. I'm Jim Wellbrock. This has been a special presentation of University of Minnesota Morris Cougar Volleyball here on the Spoley Brock Sports Network, SBSN 08, The Ocho. Look for us at 3 o'clock.